Hi everybody, it's Rob. This is the Pinterest training course. We might be on to video number 19. Video number 19. And this is now just planning. Okay, and it's a bit of tips and everything all covered into here. So I suggest, incidentally, that's not an important one here. This is just kind of going wider, broader, a little bit more information that you might find useful. If you kind of stick to the basics, shortcut, you don't need this. Here's what it is that I suggest very, very highly that you pre-plan everything you're doing using your keywords initially. So as you've got a formula of time efficiency. So we're back to where this be consistent and blogging first and your efficiency folder still all tied into your pin creation. So is that your time usage, I'm going to harp on this because it's huge, that you're still writing 5 blog posts. If you're using your keywords and you're using the golden keyword rule, you can have done all of that work or paid somebody to do it. Incidentally, I found out that on Fiverr, 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 for $5 you can get people to find you golden keywords for your niche, and you simply just go and write a page about that. Okay, now if you do that, if you've gone to that much trouble, then go to my training and learn how to do meta descriptions, good schema markup. I do talk about this a little bit in the rich pins section earlier. You do internal linking on your site, and it's all in the SEO training. Skim through it if you need to, but basically it's on-page SEO is important. But silo structure, it all helps. The more you do this well, the better you do it. The more these are going to rank. There are 5 blog posts a week. The more these, so if you do 5 blog posts a week, in theory, if they're only 300 words, you can put together a blog post in an hour, and then you can put together, I think I proved it in my video this morning, and in about an hour you can make the 10. So basically 2 hours a day is all you need to create. Go 3 hours. So if you can work for 3 hours a day, you've got a business. An hour to produce your blog post based on the keyword, all done. It's only 300 words to do your schema markup, all done in an hour. Images, 2 to 3 images per post, maybe a video. Seriously, it doesn't hurt. If you've built up your social media sharing, our FTTT system, by the way, I've got a course that I've got permission. That's pretty good too, to share. I hope you can find it in the training. It's a social media automation course, but I do have training on myself on IFTT. So if you've got it all set up, this still only an hour's work, your blog posts, you're sharing it socially, you've gone to Pinterest, you spent another hour making 5 products and the pins and putting them all up and pinning it. 3 hours, your day's done, spread out over whatever time, and you keep doing that. I promise you, you will have a very successful business, probably starting from 2 to 3 months before it catches on fire. So I know it's a lot of work before you start to make a consistent flow of money, but you're looking at a very healthy business after 6 months, and at the end of a year, you're going to wonder why you didn't start this years before. Use the saved blog post. Okay, so sorry. In your planning, if you've got that saved blog post layout I told you to do here, where you've created this blog post that's got everything, all it's missing is the middle block, which is your blog post. So in other words, you use the save page. I wonder if I closed that site. I didn't. So all of these, this is your new images for the new product. No, better still, this block is your 300 words and the 3 pictures related to what you're talking about that day, right? All the images you created, remember I said in an hour you've created another 10 products. Those are all down here in 2 rows of products, and then all of these things talk about everything else you do. I probably should create a page for you. I think you got it. Come back to my gifts page sooner or later and see if I've ever got it done. So click on it. I mean, it's going to take me, let me not make any promises. I know I should do it for myself. So if you've got a saved blog page, I call it a post, but it's a page that's pre-designed that all you're doing is changing out the middle piece. Actually, I can show you one thing. So sorry, I'm actually finished here. Let's see what pin types are. just product images plain. We can do that in another video. Okay, so let me show you what happens when I've got a saved page. Who would I have a saved page on? I'd have it on my training course. So let's go here. We do a new page. It doesn't matter, page or post, right? So now we're talking about a style of page. Okay, so now watch this. If I go into here and I click on, give it a minute, it's going to wake up. I click on use the Divi Builder. This is how you would run this if you've got a saved page. Okay, it's going to say what kind do you want. It's going to give me the three. Excuse me. It's going to give me the three. Excuse me. It's going to one day it's going to give me three choices as to how I want to do it. 1, 2. Come along, number 3. Start building, browse layouts, choose page. Oh, I have to fix my internet. It was so fast a week ago, and now for a week, it's wow, it's still snowing. Beautiful. I was looking outside to tell you that the thunderclouds are, but it's snow. Okay, so I'm going to click choose a pre-made layout. Now I can go to the pre-made, which I showed you earlier. All the other ones built by other people. And in there might be one that works. If you find one, save it yourself. So I'm going to try this. It's dangerous while it's still loading. But let me, there we go. I've got 17 layouts saved. I hope I don't use any bad language in here. I've got a bestseller craft page. Really? I have no clue what that is. A full backlink training and video page. Let's just pretend this is it. So I'm going to click that. Boom. Boom. My Russian video guy says that. Boom. Every time he saves something into his fridge. Okay, so this. Now here's the thing. This one won't be called backlink training because that'll be the previous keyword. This time it'll say Pinterest training. By the way, the Pinterest training will get loaded just like this. So when it comes to publishing this Pinterest training page, I would have loaded this one. I would have changed this to Pinterest training. And it'll say, well, Pinterest is going to be the thing that brings you your leads. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to show you the Pinterest image is far more complicated than that one was. And then, boops, all the videos pop in here. Can you see? So I go in here and I change these videos, which it's still loading, obviously, or it's broken. Typical. My internet is going to make me cry. But anyway, I changed these titles. You know, you click on here, and you go in there, and it'll now say Pinterest course. And I save it, and it's now Pinterest course. Wow, how cool is that one? And so I would have this pre-done layout that would then work for me or not. And if, for example, I don't like this mind map as being so big, I go into here, into here. This is all Divi training. And I fiddle with it until I've got the changes that I want. So I'm going to add a regular one. I'm going to split it into 2/3, 1/3. Let's do that one. And now I'm going to add, let's just do image. Right, and it's going to ask me to choose an image. That's cool. I think I can manage that. So let's just put anything in there. This one is cool. Okay, and so now if you look, there's this image here, and so let's do this. Is it this one? And let's go here. Oh, sorry, stop it. I have to just wait for it. I didn't like kind of break it. I want to clone this one. So it's this one. I'm going to clone it. I'm then going to go down to the cloned one. Where did it switch over? There. I saw it switch over. Here. I'm going to grab it and I'm going to drop it here. Okay. And so I'm going to give it a minute to wake up. Then I'm going to go back up here and remove the big one. And I'll now have a row of... Is this safe to bin that one? Yeah. So now I've literally got all my images down the side, pushing all my products I just produced. Obviously put too many in, and then the image is still there. for the backlinking course. So can you see how easy it is to produce a page that when you're happy with the layout, by the way, you can even go much further. So let's pick this one. I think it's in here. Let's go here. And let's go to design, and we go to transform, and I make it bigger. I go to here and I tip it, because now we're really making a mess of it, and that's enough. Oh, and I can bring it over this one or under this one. But can you see? So if you I shouldn't be playing. Let me just get out of here. Let's go to preview. Preview. Where's my preview? Oh yeah, I'm in this builder, so I think the preview's down here. Sorry, I just have to search for the preview button. Preview, please show me a preview. That's not the preview. Publish preview, thank you. So what you've now got is this pre-done page that you've looked, and you've changed that backlink training title to Pinterest training. So if you look here, it'll show your correct training words changed one day, and then that's the page you've got. So you see this would have said Pinterest training. I wouldn't have. This is different. I should have shown you how to do that, so you don't have two menus. There we go. Look, there's what I just did with that image, and there's the Pinterest image done there, and all your other variations down there. You would have deleted those two, and it's done. So it's not scary. Once you've done all of this and you're happy with how the layouts work, it's easy to change and publish efficiently. Here, let me get out of here. Let's get to pin types. I'll catch you in the next video, guys. Cheers.